Hey, what's up there, viewer? Elton here in the Hochelaga sector of Hochelaga sector of Montreal, also known as the Hochelaga Maisonneuve sector. And yes, you see that store sign there that says plomberie, which is French for plumbing or plumber. It's a very old sign, eh? I love those old signs. Then again, don't we all? Look at that old school French architecture on the corner there. Something you typically see in these very old sectors of Montreal. Well, I don't know if I actually have done a walk on this street or not. I've done so many of the streets, obviously, near my place. But I don't remember if I've done all of them, you know? And of course, when I think of Hogan, I think of Hulk Hogan. Now, this is perfect to do. The lighting is perfect on that side. I'll be in the shade, 29 degrees Celsius. Not much of a humidity factor, though, you know? And maybe if you're lucky, you're going to see some special old car of some sort. Maybe not. But yeah, this is like almost a breeze compared to when we had that fucking heat wave and I got like 33 to 36 degrees Celsius. And that's before the humidity factor, which would have made it feel more like 44, 45 and so forth. That was really, yeah, something not good at all though. And every time I see these huge flower pots, especially those bright green ones, it makes me think of whoa, daddy. Damn, that's a mural? That's fucking sick. Holy shit, I love it. I love the Jacques Cartier Bridge, but never needed extra lights. I love sunset and I love my city, even though I told a couple of people recently I do also hate it at the same time, but that's something that's developed from the last few years, which I will refrain to go into detail since I am an open book and transparent as friggin' glass. There we got some new construction over here, or renovation, I should say. I was just as I started filming this, I was listening. I had to turn off my MP3 player, and I had this song from the 50s, the Mambo song, "The Peanut Vendor" by Perez Prado. You don't know, but Perez Prado back in the day, 50s, 60s, was big time. Probably the most popular musician in Cuba, playing mambo music, and you know, he had such hit songs as Mambo Number 5 and Patricia, which goes like Canadien, un Québécois, Canadien, français, la langue française. Un Québécois à la langue nord-américaine. Anyway, that's a little reference, that's a little inside joke between us Québécois here. Québécois, Québécois, ça a l'air bizarre son affaire, Chris. Looks like it should be a fucking house next to the beach there in Carolinas. Caroline, she's the reason for the word bitch. Huh? Look at that, the few modern good-looking cars of today. The Jeep Wrangler and the Mustang. Don't that say it all, eh? About much everything else. 90% of the rest of the cars are, as my dad would say, pito schnuck. Like whatever, basically. You know? Yeah, this is a pretty poor part of town, just like where I live. You know, quasi-ghetto. But there's a lot of charm, you know? Like, look at this oldie over here with his flower pots and nice vintage wrought iron fence and half grass, half driveway. Or what was a driveway. Then you got this one here, another similar model in a darker motif with so much overgrowth. You'd think maybe they're got a grow up in there. Of course, grow ups are going to be normal when the fucking weed is legalized. Supposed to be anyway. What is it? September 17th. You know, it'd be fitting. Actually, it'd be do it on September 11th. My friend David. What's up, Dave? Always great to talk to you. There's your next car there, and he's from Massachusetts, and he told me that in Massachusetts just last month or 2 months ago they legalized marijuana. I didn't fucking know that. I thought it was only legal in like Colorado and California, maybe Nevada. Yeah? Yeah. Show you down there where I'm zooming in slowly here is the CP overpass. Give a what's up to Mr. Carlson there, one of the engineers. Oh, is this company? Le Montreal'S. Ooh, massage spa. Ooh, I did that once, but that's because I had to. I was in so much pain. Well, we're gonna jaywalk, because in Montreal you can do such a thing. No big deal. Nobody thinks twice about it. You know, mind you, there are more cyclists that get hit by cars around here than people, I think. Well, this time of the year anyway. I was thinking about making a video where I would talk about music. Since there's not a lot to talk about here, what I see in terms of cars and or design either of homes, let's talk about music. Talk about music I love. Like what else would I was what another song I was listening to my MP3 player. I absolutely love. Was the song by 10cc. That's the name of the group, 10cc. And their biggest hit was, I think it was this song. They had a lot of hits, but the one I'm talking about was called "I'm Not in Love." Just one of the smoothest songs you could ever imagine hearing. I think the song was from '80. Big fucking huge hit. And it's just a brilliant song. You know, it's so melodic. It's incredible. It's smooth as butter. You know, I was talking about weed before. I'm like, man, if you ever smoked not a joint, but even just a few puffs, and you were really like mellow, like nothing ever. You know, you were in the moment. You were in the zone. You know what I mean? And kids, don't try that stuff until you're 18. And anyway, but that song, man. You know, I remember when I would go to see my grandmother, whether it was in the 90s or a few years earlier, at the Olympic Village. And she, you know, old people, they keep things such a long time. They don't feel they need to keep up with the Joneses a lot of times. They still had that old stereo system from, I don't know, fucking Harman Kardon, or I don't know what it was. Probably worse than that even in terms of quality, with the speakers and everything. And I remember that song sometimes coming on. I'm like, and it just, you know, it just fit that moment, you know. Grandparents' place, easy listening, adult contemporary music. You know what I mean? And I love that about music. To me, music, it's like cars. There's so much joy. You can think of a song, even if you don't like it, and you can remember it, especially if you like it, especially if you really like a song, you can remember where you heard it, even more than one place. There's so many songs I remember. Look, right off the top of my head, let me tell you something. I'll stop here so I can catch my breath, because this fucking street is really steep here. And I'm having a flashback. I think maybe I did film a walk on it. Oh well. Different take, different time, different weather maybe. But, what was I gonna say? Yeah, off the top of my head, I remember the fun I had, 25 years ago, with my friends from high school, and we graduated, and it was grad night, you know? And we went out, and it was a blast, you know. My friend, he had his dad's brand new Dodge Caravan. It was beautiful, navy blue, man. It was new, it was clean. You know, back when cars still felt, you know, solid, and there's a heavy quality to them, you know. Not now. And anyway, so and I remember like the music from the radio station, whichever one was playing, and it was that song there by the group Rex and Effects, which they sampled, by the way. I didn't know at that time. This is like 1993, but they had sampled the song Darkest Light by the Lafayette Afro Rock Band from the 70s. I know, I had the CD. And wow, that's a good walk up. And also, so anyway, that song was playing, Rex and Effects. You know that song there? All I want to do is go to boom, 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 and a zoom, zoom. Yo, check this out. Check, baby, 1, 2, 3, 4. Check, baby, 1, 2. And then you hear that saxophone. Well, yeah, that's originally a funk track. And if you don't know funk, then you don't really know much about music, and you need to learn because you're young. You know what I'm saying? I know, man. That's what's great about being younger and your formative years of learning about what I was learning about music and learning about cars. It wasn't even really much learning about life, I think, frankly. It was more like a bump on a log. I'm talking about being in my 20s and earlier, you know? And now we have arrived at Le Boulevard Sherbrooke. Sherbrooke Boulevard. La Rue Sherbrooke. Whatever. You know. Radar! Oh, there was a vet there. Missed it. Now the 24 bus route that does this line all the way to NDG, all the way to Villa Maria Metro Station. It stops behind that building there on that street there. And I'm gonna see if I can catch it. Maybe I won't get crap, fucking junk. But you know what? It's so nice on this side. I'm gonna stay right here and end this video. All I want to do is go zoom, 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 minute, boom, boom. Yo, check this out. Check, baby, 1, 2, 3, 4. Check, baby, 1, 2, 3. Rex and Effects. What a name, eh? What a name. It was a good trek. Good times. Great night. Lots of beers. Lots of good action. You know? Anyway, so yeah, I hope you guys dig the walk. And if not, well, at least you know that I walk the walk and talk the talk. You know what I mean? Bye.